Hello, Becky.
Hello, Elves the Witch.
I haven't seen you in ages.
I know. I've missed you terribly.
I've missed you too.
I know. It's been. When was the last time I saw you? Like.
I feel like it was Clash of Creators briefly,
way.
and you were presenting.
Yeah.
But we didn't. That wasn't like a proper.
No, and I feel like you probably shouldn't be presenting that because I was terrible.
No, but that's why you're so good. No, not because you're terrible. Not because you're terrible, but it's like
comedy,
comedy, and like a bit of a shambles, but in a good way.
Yeah, and the worst thing they said to me was like, you can go to the bar all day, and I went, perfect. So by the end, there's
challenge
one clip
accepted.
it comes back, and I'm not even there. It's just I'm just gone. And they're like, cut back to Becky. She's not there. She's not there.
She's at the bar.
Do
you know what? Sometimes, because most of the presenting stuff that I do is quite professional, like, and half the time there's always a bar. Like, there's always people loving their life at the free bar, and then I'm there doing sort of the backstage presenting, and I'm just thinking, surely I could have one or two.
Yeah. Could you do presenting when you'd had a few?
I think so, but you know, when you'd get the fear later on, I'd be like,
oh, imagine watching that back.
Yeah, like, well, what did I say? Did I say anything?
Like, two eyes like looking this way.
Yeah, no, I definitely couldn't.
Yeah, no, it's just,
but
it's a nightmare.
I always talk about the fact that I'm scared of flying, right? So recently, my new thing is I will just drink straight whiskey but before the flight.
I saw this
and on the flight
story.
Also, yeah.
That's the best way to get through.
I know, but sometimes I feel guilty because it's, you know, them short haul flights that are like 2 hours long, right? And normally, and I've been doing them quite a few times recently. My friend she's getting married. She had a hen do, and you're on this 2 hour flight, and there's loads of kids around, and it's 6 a.m. And I'm there like, can I have a Jack Daniels, please, on the rocks? Yeah.
But like people be like, she's on holiday, she's fine.
Exactly. But I make it known that I'm scared, because when it's takeoff, I'm there like my hands are shaking. Yeah, I really hate it.
But how come? Because I see you been like to America and everything.
I just force myself, honestly, to get on the flight. So good. But yeah, I've never enjoyed it.
Just the takeoff? Or
I think it's the whole experience, to be honest. I go through
baggage to the other side.
There's waves, so takeoff normally I'm a little bit nervous. Then once it sort of levels out, I'm fine. Yeah. But if they like the rumbling, the turbulence, and then like I'm there like, get me another drink.
Seatbelt sign comes on, you're like, well, I'll sit then.
No, that's me. But you know, I was saying to my friend the other day, I actually prefer when it's really bad turbulence, because I'm just like, well, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Right. Not the half-assed little rumblings. Yeah, I'd rather it be smooth, or obviously I don't want turbulence. But okay, I'm like, commit.
I'll be like, next time we're on, they'll be like, just do a spin for Els.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking about when we first met, and it was at Sidemen Tinder.
I was so scared of you.
Why were you scared of me?
I don't know. I think I was just scared of the whole experience, because that was the day I met Lauren.
I think we all met. Like, I didn't know anyone that day.
There was someone else sitting next to you on your.
So there was she blonde?
Yeah, who was that?
I can't remember her name. I'm really sorry, but she'd previously been on a date with Ethan, so that's why it was awkward.
Got it.
But that's all I know. I don't know if she did YouTube or anything. But I kind of went in because I was still quite newly doing YouTube at this point.
Yeah, you were, weren't you?
And
you knew JJ, didn't you?
Yeah, I knew JJ, and I knew at this point I knew Cal Freezy and Ethan and Toby as well. Mm-hmm. But this is my first time doing like something with the Sidemen. But we were all upstairs just waiting, and they put us all together, and I was really calm. I was just like, cool, it's fine.
That's why you were intimidating, is because you were so chill, and we were all like, oh my God.
And then everyone else made me nervous, because then you were all so nervous about it.
We were so scared.
Chi was there as well.
She was also so calm, because she hates men. So she was just like...
maybe that's what me and her have in common, because I also hate men.
She was like, I don't even... Why am I here? Why am I here? And I was like, Chi, it's going to be okay. This is good for your career.
I remember you and Chi you'd done the Sidemen Dragon's Den thing.
Before.
Yeah, so you were talking about that and how badly it went. Did it go back?
For me, it was just because I came up with the idea like 2 days before.
Right. Was it you and who did you do it with?
I got Max Fosh to come in.
Oh
with me.
yeah, I remember.
I just dressed him up as a pint and was like, this would be funny. But then I got there and like Stephen Tries was there, Nico was there, and I was like, oh. Zach and Jay walked in with 2 alpacas, and I went, I fucked it.
You just got someone dressed as a pint.
I thought this was just a little thing. Never mind. But yeah, we were scared upstairs, but it went well.
Yeah, one thing I will say about that shoot is I met you that day, I met Lauren that day, and we've all I feel like it was a good way to bring loads of the female creators together.
Yeah, because that was like the only kind of ones at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I feel like now everyone's stayed in contact since then.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, there was none of like the TikTokers at the time either. There's no like.
No, because this was before. Well, it wasn't before TikTok, but it was before lockdown.
Back in the day, girls.
And lockdown is TikTok.
Oh so. Yeah. Christ, no, that was bizarre. Because that was like 3 years ago.
Was this the one where did JJ throw money at you?
Yeah.
And you
we
took
both
it all?
have viral moments from that.
Yeah, we do. I'm still reminded of that.
Some better than others. Yeah, no, he threw it at me, but it was supposed to like rain down, but it just came as a lump. And I was so scared that I didn't move. So I just went,
right.
And I was like, do I pick it up? And they were like, no. I was like, okay.
Did you pick it up after?
Yeah, I did.
Did you get to keep it?
I did.
Love that.
And I know Freezy was like running around picking it up himself as well. And I was like,
I would
too
fully
rich,
just take
you're
it.
too rich. Yeah,
I wasn't nervous before doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But you all made me a little bit nervous, I'll be honest.
We're like that though.
And when I got in
too.
there, my tactic, because I get defensive. If I'm nervous, I want to act like I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
So I went in there all guns blazing. I was really mean to some of them. And I think I actually said yes to Josh.
Yeah.
And yes to Cal Freezy, and they both voluntarily went to no.
They were like, she's too intimidating.
They were like, no, I've had
That's
enough.
class though.
Yeah.
We needed that.
You know.
There was someone else there was someone who said something to me and I can't remember, and it was so funny. I think it was that Emily from Twitch.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said something, she was like, what are you wearing? And I was like, oh.
She was brutal.
She
Loved
was
her.
brutal.
That was a great
so
experience. So we became friends from then, and
Yeah.
then during lockdown I started this YouTuber Sims series.
Oh my god.
Do you remember it?
Oh my god.
And I made everyone. So I made you as a Sim. We had JJ, Cal Freezy.
Yeah, Ethan was there.
Ethan was in it. I was in it, but my
You were
Sim
in
was
it.
terrible.
She was a nightmare.
She was a nightmare.
Terrible.
And the iconic thing was that you came, well, it was via Zoom because obviously it was lockdown, but you
Oh my
came on
God,
the
I
channel
remember.
and we made you have a baby with JJ.
It was with JJ, wasn't it? What was the child's name?
I think it was called Bambino. I think we called it Bambino.
It means child, isn't it? I was like, it's that point in lockdown where you're like, I don't know what's going on anyway.
Yeah, I was delirious.
So this was so much. That feels like a fever dream.
I know.
Do you remember being like, oh, can you Zoom me to come on this video? And we were like, yeah.
And I was trying to coordinate the Zoom with you also being able to see the gameplay, which was a nightmare.
Oh my God.
Imagine the lagging gameplay half the time.
And look at us now in the
Here
same
we
room.
are. Come out the other side.
My child is how old? A year?
We'll be
year
like
and a
nearly
half.
2 years
God.
probably.
It's just
But
over there.
everyone keeps asking for the return of the series. The Sims are just there chilling at the
God.
moment.
I was so impressed by that. You're too good at the
It did
Sims.
take me a while, to be fair.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Wasn't it like a Love Island theme house? Was that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did make the whole
See,
Love
I do
Island
pay
villa.
attention.
And then I made the Love Islanders into Sims as well, which is actually really
I've not seen
embarrassing
that one.
because I now have to see them in person and I know that
I
I've
made
made
you in
them.
the
I was like, I
game.
made you as a Sim and I narrated your life.
No, but it's class.
No.
Like I remember I did The Sims in lockdown as well, but it was like just YouTubers, and it's so funny when you know them and like what they're doing. You're like, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And, like streaming that was so funny. They had like True Geordie just drowned in a pool, and I was like, imagine that.
Imagine
In
that.
real life, be awful. God's sake. Yeah, Sims is fun.
Sims is fun. But how are things for you?
Good, Yeah,
been a
very
minute.
good. It has. It was weird start of the year. It was very slow for me, but now it's like back, which is so
Everyone's
good.
outside.
Yeah. I feel like I honestly think having the sun out is like maybe feels so much better.
Same.
I'm like, oh, I can do anything.
Literally.
I'm back.
That is me.
Yeah, and like there's so much going on all the time. Like you were saying, you're so busy.
I know. I feel like everyone, because we had lockdown, now everyone's like, stuff to
Catching
do.
up. Yeah.
We've got loads of things to do.
We have so much money that we save just
Yeah.
to spend on people.
Let's go
Like,
places.
send you away.
Well,
I've not been away with anyone though, which is if anyone wants to take
You
me
should.
away.
I feel like you need to take, when you do the videos of you going to different Weatherspoons, you need to do it, the whole experience. When you get to the airport, at me the other day, basically,
Oh
at
my
3:30
God.
in the morning, and you head to Weatherspoons,
Yeah.
and you need to be doing that.
I did think I wanted to do. I went to every airport Weatherspoons, but I fly to each one.
Oh my God.
There's only like 6, but it
That
was
would
such
be so
a
funny.
funny
You'd
thing.
also get the people in the comments being like, you're killing the
Oh,
environment.
yeah. Chemical trails.
Yeah, I get that all the
sorry
time.
guys, I won't do that one.
What you should do?
Yeah.
You need to go to like one of those, or you could do a series, right? Different holiday destinations,
Right.
like Malaga and all them places.
Oh,
and go to
God.
the Irish bars, because anywhere you
Oh,
go,
yeah.
there is an Irish bar.
I went to every Irish bar
Yeah,
in the
abroad.
world.
Do it. Honestly, I'm down for that.
Okay, perfect. See you there.
So I have a quiz that we do to get to know each of my guests.
Amazing.
And it is basically what type of sim you are. So
Oh,
I'm going to
God.
ask you a series of questions, and then we'll find out what personality you are as a sim. It told me that I was I was a romantic, which is very inaccurate.
Wait, does it tell you what you
It
are?
told me. It tells you at the end.
Oh,
and mine was
that's
something to do with
exciting.
being aromantic, which I disagree with. But anyone
Yeah.
else that's done the quiz, it's been quite accurate. So
Okay. I'm
maybe low-key I'm
excited.
a
Oh,
romantic.
God. What if I get insulted?
Maybe.
Oh,
We'll see.
nice.
Okay, the first one is,
Yeah.
your dream job requires your own private helipads,
Oh.
a little chemistry, meeting a lot of interesting new people, or masterful bulldozer skills.
Come on, bulldozer. I want that helipad.
Helipads.
Yes, please. Have you ever been in a helicopter?
No.
I feel
And I
like that
told
would
you,
send you over the
unless
edge.
unless I'm like needs to be transported to a hospital, no,
Don't put me
I'm
in
not
that.
getting. You know when people go on
Really?
those. You know when people go on those tours when you go on holiday, like
Yeah.
let's go on in New York. I'm not swinging in
Did
and out of
that.
buildings. Why am I
Yeah.
in a helicopter doing like Spider-Man around
Yeah.
New York? No,
It's not going to go well, is it?
no. Have
No,
you been in one?
Yeah, literally what you just said, but, and this is going to make you feel sick, it was called the adventure seat, and they were like, put Becky in it. You're in a harness, they open the door, and you just hang
Oh.
out. And I was like, so this is it now.
You were basically
I
doing
was
like
hmm.
the you know the Survivor SAS.
Yeah,
What's that program?
Des
You were just doing
wins.
that
My
voluntarily.
friends were like, how funny. I was like, what if I die?
Yeah,
What now?
exactly. I'd be there crying. I would genuinely be crying.
How much money would that take? Sorry, you do the quiz, but how much would it cost for you to be hanging out of an helicopter?
I'd do it for like 3 million.
Okay. Any brands working
Yeah.
with us the Witch?
Sponsor me.
Oh
I'm
my
actually up for that.
3 mil, that'd be
3 mil.
perfect.
Okay, number 2.
Yeah.
Which of these items would you rather wear? A suit, a studded collar,
Ooh.
your heart on your sleeve,
Oh.
or a hard hat?
Oh, I'm saying a hard hat because I'm very clumsy.
Mm.
Yeah, and I do fall over a lot. And
Maybe when you're like drunk as well.
Yes,
Just
exactly. And
bash
I've got
into
this
things.
a big fear that, and I know it's going to happen to me, that I'm walking
Something hits you in
in
the head.
Canary Wharf and someone drops something out of their building.
I think this as well.
Because I'm quite high up now, which is class. And I look down and I'm like, if I drop my sunglasses or something, they're
It
dead.
hurts. I live really high,
Yeah.
and I just feel the same way. Do you know what? One time there was that storm.
Oh my God, didn't you get a hotel?
I got in a hotel for the most recent storm because now you're high, you'll know. Just wait until the
Really?
winter. Wait until the winter,
Oh,
and your
no.
building starts swaying. It's not nice.
Oh, jeez.
But
yeah.
this wasn't that storm. This was like 2 years ago when I'd first moved into my building. And the management of my building sent an email around because
No.
someone had left their window open. You know,
Right.
they're the windows that kind of open outwards because you
yeah,
can't,
yeah.
obviously you're high up, you won't be able to open them all the way. And the window blew off from the 8th floor and landed on the pavement. And now whenever it's windy, I have nightmares because what if I'm
God.
walking and that hits?
Because you've got to walk into
Yeah,
the
'cause they were
building,
like-
so you've got to like...
They said this, obviously the person's being investigated by the police because
Wow.
if that hits someone, it's going to kill them.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Worst nightmare.
They say if you drop a penny off the Eiffel Tower, you could kill someone.
Yeah,
There
That's
we
nice.
go, guys. That's a little fact for you.
little fun fact. Okay, what is your ideal place to woohoo?
Oh, woohoo! So that's, I know what that means.
Yeah. Would it be in a mansion that I built with my own 2 hands?
Oh, come on.
Would it be in my bed? Or anywhere in public? Or in a rocket ship at 300,000 feet?
Okay. What was the first one? Mansion that you built with your own hands?
Mm-hmm. Or in your bed, in public, or a rocket ship?
So I'm stuck between really boring or being very exciting. We're going to say rocket ship. Imagine that,
Do
if I
it.
could come back on the podcast and tell you that story.
What I
That'd be
want to know is all
unbelievable.
the gravity scenario. How does that work? And you floating
Oh,
all
that
around.
would be difficult,
Yeah,
surely.
it'd be really hard. but, you know.
God.
Okay, next one. What is
Yeah.
the greatest thing you can do with your life?
Oh.
Is it build a better world? Make woohoo with everyone?
That's true. That's so bad.
So polar opposites.
Oh,
Set
no.
stuff on fire.
Nice.
Yeah, or disregard Sims, acquire simoleons.
What's that?
Means
Oh,
like-
money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have to say the first one.
Build a better world.
Build a better world.
World peace.
World peace. Because otherwise, if I say money, I'm going to get slandered. I'm such a peacekeeper.
You just want to keep the peace.
Yeah,
a
man.
people pleaser.
I'm sick of it all.
Okay, which of these emoticons describes you the best?
Ooh.
Smiling,
Oh.
angry face, blowing a kiss,
Okay.
or sleepy eyebrows.
What is sleepy
Sleepy eyebrows looks like, the photo kind of looks like you got really big bags under your eyes.
Oh, yes. And I'll
Is that
tell you
you?
exactly why. Because I've got no curtains at the moment. So imagine it's 5 a.m. and the sun is blasting in.
I don't sleep with my curtains shut. I sleep with them open.
Are you a morning person?
Yeah.
I've learnt to be now. Like this whole week,
it wakes you up naturally, though, right?
Yeah, it does.
But you can't wait for the curtains.
Oh, it's horrible.
Are you going to get the blackout curtains as well?
I can't because I will sleep in so badly, and I've been so impressed this week. I've been up like 7 a.m. like getting up. That's so normal for people.
That's when I get up, to be fair.
But
you know, you should just get an eye mask and you'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Just go and get one on your way home.
Okay.
Because I have a couple. If I'm like hungover or something, I'll just stick one on.
Eye mask.
But I do like having the curtains open because you get a nice view.
You do. That little sunrise. Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, with sleepy eyes, please.
Sleepy eyes. Okay, what are these Sims thinking right now? Let me describe what they're doing. So there's two people, and one of them is kind of whispering and looking over in the distance.
Right.
And the other one is there, like, listening to the whisper, but he's got his hand on his chin.
The meme of that girl in the club, and she's like... And that boy's like whispering.
And she's like looking away. Mood. Okay, what are they thinking? Everything stinks. We're awesome. All we really need is some loving. Or are they thinking, with a question mark?
I think all we need is some loving. Do you know why? Because he's whispering, he's flirting.
Yeah, he's flirting.
Hello, naughty boy.
What kind of beverage are you?
Oh, God.
Here we go. Okay, a milkshake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a seething cauldron of rage. That's definitely.
Sounds like a cocktail.
I'm a sweet smoothie. Or water, I guess.
Oh,
I know.
I wish I was water. I'm going to say the second one because it sounds like something you get in The Alchemist.
Yeah.
You know when they come out with the
flames? With the fire.
Yeah. And you're like, that's not healthy.
It's definitely not healthy, but I'm going to drink it anyway.
This
is the one with the smoke coming off.
Yeah.
I get really funny about drinking that because I'm like, if this is smoke and it doesn't stop smoking, why am I then going to put it in my body? Yeah. What's happening?
And also, like, they always say, leave it stop before you drink it, but they're always very adamant about that.
Yeah, because it's got some sort of chemical reaction going on.
We're going to die.
I honestly think that. I get nervous doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, the man is giving the woman a cow plant because... So you know what a cow plant is, right? In The Sims. So the cow plant, I'll show you the photo, is the thing, it's got a cow's head. And if its tongue comes out and it's got a bit of cake on it, and the Sim goes and takes it, it will kill the Sim and eat the Sim.
The cow plant. I've never seen that.
They're like, you can grow them and they're kind of evil. And the Sims always go and get the cake. It's so annoying. Because they obviously want to eat it.
Because they want to eat
it.
But
they don't kill them every time. It's more like a 50-50 thing of whether your Sim's going to die or not.
God, it's devastating. The Sims is heartbreaking.
I know. So the man is giving the woman a cow plant because he loves her, or he had it lying around the house, because it's a weirder type of flower, or because everyone knows that milk tastes better right from the cow plant.
That one. Sounds like a little quote. I might get that tattooed. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that. Milk tastes better from the cow plant. Okay, which of these objects would you want to receive as a gift?
Ooh.
Would it be a violin?
Oh.
Tickets to the opera? A sandwich?
I'm just thinking about me playing a violin.
I used to play the violin.
Stop.
And I got to grade 3, Lord knows how, because I only passed by 1 mark each time. And I'm adamant that it's because they felt sorry for me.
Oh.
I genuinely feel like the examiner just felt really bad and was like, I'm going to have to part it, otherwise she'll cry.
Because she will cry.
They were like, do some scales. I didn't know what scales were. They were like, do a freestyle, right?
Oh,
and they
freestyle?
I thought a freestyle is you just start playing whatever notes you want.
Oh,
but they put a sheet of notes in front of me and you have to like just read it.
Sight read it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And so I just started playing whatever I wanted. It was
freestyle. Probably was coming out of you.
Yeah. Anyway, I got to grade 3 and then gave it up. But my dad still to this day is like, this is so brutal. He's like, whenever he dies, he wants me to play the violin at his funeral so that he can laugh at me from the grave.
Dad.
He said that. He was like, I'll laugh at you from the grave.
I'd be like, everyone would be laughing. It wouldn't be a funeral.
I know.
God, it was brutal having a violin in school, wasn't it?
I was so very bad. And obviously I had to practice at home. So my parents were just beside themselves. And I even had did you ever learn the violin? Because if you were really bad, you had to have stickers on the end to know where to put your fingers. And the good people actually got rid of the stickers eventually. And I'm there with like bright white stickers. Like, it's not good. Anyway, so a violin, tickets to the opera, a sandwich, or a key to a hotel room.
Sandwich, please. Meal deal for one.
Sandwich. What are you getting in your sandwich?
Turkey stuffing. Chicken and bacon stuffing. Can't go wrong. Anything with stuffing in it.
Stuffing. Do you know I'm so bad? I don't like mayo.
Are you playing ham?
I used to be plain ham,
No.
but now I don't eat pork. So now I'm plain cheese.
Oh, plain
Just
cheese.
plain cheese.
Plain cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, do you put some crisps in there maybe?
I can do now.
Little crunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put a little crisp in there. But yeah, it's very boring. Which of these tickles your fancy the most?
Oh, tickle.
Universal critical acclaim. I mean,
Right.
yeah. Sexy tickling.
Sexy tickling.
The VIP section.
Oh,
Or a staycation.
it's the VIP section for me. It is. It has to be. I
love
feel like
the
a
VIP
celeb.
section. Okay, this is the last question.
Okay.
The results are pending.
I'm so nervous.
Success, you've completed the quiz. Let's see what type of sim you are.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh, you are an angry aristocrat. And the photo is a sim with like a cocktail looking up, very
That's me.
very bougie.
That's
Let's
my
read the
thumbnail.
description.
Okay.
You've made a fortune and you don't have to apologize to anyone about it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, yeah.
Listen, say it louder.
You have every right, and if those jealous poor people get in your way, you'll show them.
Not the jealous poor people.
You'll shut down that factory so fast it will make their heads spin. And then it's got an angry laugh, like ha 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 ha. I mean,
Wow, that's me
that
to a
is
T.
that's the most interesting one I think so far.
I'm rich, guys. I'm not.
You made a fortune and you
And
don't have
I've-
to answer to anyone.
And I can't. I'm not going to apologise for it. Okay, I'm not. But there
I
we
love
are.
that one though.
Do you think that's true?
I don't think you're. No, I don't.
I don't think
that
you're
was
rich.
No. It wasn't that part. It was more just like
You're angry.
I feel like that persona is more like arrogant.
Yeah.
And you're not arrogant.
I'm not arrogant.
No.
So I hope. Imagine. I'd love to one day switch up and just be like this arrogant. Imagine Bambino Becky being arrogant. It'd be so funny. I feel like, what's wrong with her?
You would just switch up your content completely.
Yeah, just
No,
be
like,
like-
I don't binge drink.
I
didn't
don't
go to
drinking.
Wetherspoons.
I'm very straight edge. Actually. God.
Speaking of drinking, like, because when I think of you,
no.
because one of the first video I ever watched of yours was, I think it was one of the Wetherspoons bar crawls.
Yeah.
And you were on the thumbnail was you
Me
on
on
the
the
floor with the
floor.
ambulance in the background. That was the thumbnail. But obviously you were like,
It's
that's photoshopped
so
in. But
bad.
yeah.
It is so bad.
But I loved it. And that's
Thank
what I loved
you.
about it, because I am partial to a beverage.
You do like a little drink, don't you? But
I
you
do.
like the... Oh, you told me about... On a pub crawl, you sent me to get something.
Magnums.
No, it wasn't. It was
Long Island iced tea.
That's what it was.
See, I like a strong drink. I'm like a whiskey.
Really?
I'm a whiskey gal.
Don't like pints, do you?
Spice, no.
No.
I don't like pints or wine.
Don't like wine. Can't do wine. I'll be crying my eyes out.
Yeah, I'm definitely a spirit drinker. I love a
No
shot.
way.
Love
Okay,
a
I
shot.
like a shot, but the cocktails that you... Oh, that Long Island iced tea was
It's
so
not
strong.
It's
Not
got
for the
5 different
faint-hearted.
alcohols in it. My mission. I don't drink unless I'm out.
Right, okay.
But when I'm out,
You
I'm like, I
drink.
want a strong drink.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna
here
drink
for
proper.
I'm here for a good time, not a
Yeah.
long time. Okay, I've never seen you drunk. I saw you at the... I'm trying to think what parties I've been to with you. Maybe...
Were you at the Sidemen?
I
one?
was. Oh my God, you looked so good. Do you remember with the dress?
It's because I've been to an award
You
show
had,
beforehand.
and you walked in. I was like, good
I was
girl.
so overdressed.
Yeah, it's so class. And that vodka. Speaking of spirits,
Oh, I did a few shots of that. It was
Lethal.
lovely. I was lethal.
we were
Yeah.
all legless, and there was people waiting outside to take pictures with the Sidemen. And I remember just being carried up, being like, "Oh my God, this is so bad." I don't remember a thing.
I think I left quite early. I think I've been out most of the day, but
Yeah.
I found a load of drinks that are
Okay.
created inspired by video games.
Oh wow.
So we're gonna just react
Okay.
to what is
What
the
they are.
ingredients of
Okay.
them. The first one is based around the cake from Minecraft, and I've seen this before.
Okay.
I'll show you the photo. It's basically that, just like a brown cake
Yeah,
with
nice.
like
The
white
little
icing
white.
with, I'm guessing, cherries or something.
Yeah.
So the ingredients are 3 to 4 ounces of cake vodka. Have you ever had cake flavored vodka?
Never.
I've had one. It was really nice.
Was it?
Yeah. I haven't seen it for ages though, so I don't know if
suppose
that brand.
probably takes away the whole like ugh of it.
Yeah, flavored vodka is really nice.
Yeah. What's that? The rosé one. Tequila. Is it tequila rose?
Tequila
or something?
rosé.
Sorry, that's
the
too
shot.
nice, isn't it?
It tastes like Bailey's, but
It's
strawberry.
It's like a milkshake, and you're like,
Love it.
that's terrifying. I'm gonna
It
die.
is,
Yeah.
but I like with Bailey's and things like that.
Yeah.
I would just drink it forever, and then you wonder why you're just feeling so bloated and just like that.
Does it bloat you? Okay, interesting.
Well,
'cause
it's so thick, isn't it?
Yeah,
And it's
okay.
milky. So I'm guessing that's why.
Okay.
Right, so 3 to 4 ounces of cake vodka.
nice.
Then there's 3 to 4 ounces of cream.
Oh,
and then a dash of red sprinkles. So all I'm getting here is basically vodka mixed with cream.
there's a lot going on there.
And then some sprinkles.
That's thick.
I mean, I'd definitely try it.
I would try it. Have we got? Yeah, bring it in.
Bring it in. 'Cause here's one I made. That'd be so good.
That's thick.
I can't really. I'm not meant to have cow's milk, so I don't know how well that would go down.
Are you
for
lactose?
Me. I guess so.
Okay.
I test the waters every now and again. Like I'll have whipped cream and ice cream and stuff.
Really? Okay, interesting.
The next one is my favorite because from Pokemon, Eevee is my favorite Pokemon.
Do you want to know something?
What?
Never, ever, ever even dabbled in Pokemon. Terrible for it. I
Really?
know. It's really bad.
So you never had Game Boy or anything?
Pokemon Go. That's as far as I went.
Do you remember Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
I lived in Stratford at the time, and there was like a hot spot on the Olympic Park, and I used to go, and I would literally go in with like a hat and my hoodie out because I was at least 10 years older than all the kids that were trying to catch these Pokemon.
There was a Pikachu, because that was very rare, wasn't it?
I think so. I can't remember.
In the cellar at my work.
No
and there
way.
was kids, and I'd be like, "There's a Pikachu in the cellar," and I'd like tell them all, and they'd be like, "Can I go down?" Yeah.
That sounds really dodgy. Like you're recruiting kids
down the
into your cellar.
Stop it. But I was like, it's down there.
There's a Pikachu hotspot down here. Come on.
If you go in the corner, it was there. It's so weird.
Why would they put a hotspot in a basement of a workplace? It's really odd.
So weird.
Anyway, this it's like a tray of shots. So did you go to uni?
No, but I feel like I had the experience because my friend went and I did all the freshers with her.
So did you ever do like at my Fresh Week anyway in Manchester? We had this place called Bar, and you could buy a tray of shots for £5. Basically, it's £1 per shot. Oh, it's like a tray of 5 shots.
Yeah.
So picture this: it's like this is called the evolution of shots, and it's just a tray of shots.
Fun.
But with Eevee, you can evolve her into different Pokemon with different stones.
What's she like?
I know. There's like I think there's one that's originally there's 7 things you can evolve her into. So we're gonna go through each one, and we're gonna pick our favorite one. The first one is just Eevee, who's the original, the OG, and that's syrup, bourbon whiskey. That's a bit of me.
Oh,
dash and oh god, some sort of bitter. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it. Angostura
bitters.
There you go. What is that?
I used to work in the pub. It's just this thing you like drop in.
Does it taste
really
nice?
Sour.
Okay, so there's that,
bitter.
and then there's an orange bitter as well.
Okay,
it's kind of like whiskey. Yeah, it'd be like a bitter one.
Sharp.
And it looks brown because that is the colour of Eevee. The next one is Vaporeon, who is like the water version.
No,
definitely not so. I mean, you got the water.
Squirtle.
That was Squirtle, yeah. But no, this is Vaporeon.
Okay.
3 to 4 ounces of blue Caraccio. Correct?
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Sorry for my pronunciation.
That's in Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, it's the bright. It will make it bright blue.
Gets your tongue blue.
And then vodka. So basically, it's a vodka shot, but really bright blue.
Okay.
We've got Jolteon.
Yeah, he is the one who looks like a lion.
He does actually look like a lion.
Does he?
But the more it's like electric Pokemon, so it's kind of like
fire.
Yeah, like orange. Not fire, lightning.
Oh, like.
I don't know why I just did that. So this one is citrus vodka.
Okay. Ooh.
Then we got limoncello.
Nice.
And 1 tablespoon of sugar to dissolve.
Who absolutely loves limoncello, and you just wouldn't think it. George Mimulus. If he turns up at pre-drinks, he comes with 2 bottles of limoncello, and I'm like, what's going on?
Such a random drink to bring. Is it not really like acidic after a while? Is that? Oh
he
no.
always has that. Okay, well that sounds fruity.
That one sounds like acid refluxy.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
You don't want that coming back.
You're getting all the flavours here. So the next one is Flareon. Can you guess what type of Pokemon Flareon is?
Well, she's a fire.
She is fire. Yeah. She does look like a lion as well, this one.
Oh, see.
Her tail's like very fiery. Okay, so this one is 1 ounce of fire water, which in brackets hot cinnamon schnapps.
Oh my god.
It's gonna have a kick to it, this one. Then we got Bacardi and 1 pinch of cinnamon. So it's just a spicy.
Oh my god, it's spicy, yeah.
I do like the
some hot sauce in
the elements of each one. The next one is Espeon, who is
that one is like a worm.
No, this is not like a worm. This one's like a psychic Pokemon, so they use like not spells, but it's more like
mystic.
Yeah, that's a good word. So this is 1 ounce of hypnotic.
Whoa,
is that an alcohol?
That sounds like a drug.
Yeah, it just sounds a bit weird. 1 ounce of gin. This is where I tap out. I can't drink gin. No,
see ya.
The smell of it makes me feel ill. And then 1/8 of grenadine.
Nice.
It is purple
Very
looking.
cocktaily.
It's purple, so that is
Okay.
the flavours of that. Okay, the next one is Umbreon.
Yeah, well, this one is...
Umbreon. I think it's an electric Pokemon as well.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't
This
know
one
that.
is Kraken Black Spiced Rum, which sounds like a bit
Wow.
of me, and then Coconut Rum. This sounds quite a pleasant one.
Yeah, coconut rum. That sounds like a holiday one.
It does indeed.
Okay.
The next one is Leafeon.
Leaf.
A
It's
grass
a leaf.
Pokemon.
Oh, grass.
Yeah, grass,
See,
leafy.
I'm trying, Els, I'm trying.
Got Midori.
I know that name.
I don't know what.
She
I
went
don't
to
know.
my
I think
school.
that might be the colouring that makes it. I think a lot of these things are the ingredient that makes it the colour of
Yeah.
the shot. So this is
would
a bright
be
green
so fun
shot.
to do, wouldn't it?
I need
Actually-
to. I actually need to recreate all of
You
these.
need to do a themed party. Where a podcast party.
Oh my gosh.
Where it's all themed
shots of
about
Eevee.
games and stuff. Shots
do
of
it.
Eevee. Bring them out. Yeah.
So this one is Midori, light rum, and gin.
What is Midori? Why do I know that?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's the thing that makes it green. I don't know.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah,
the last
it's such a cool
the
bottle.
last one is Glaceon. Icy.
Ice.
Yes,
Come
ice.
on. It's not that hard, is it?
Irish cream
Yeah. Okay.
to make it,
Baby Guinness.
and then Ice 101 peppermint schnapps. So it's
Oh
going to
my
be all this. You know what
gosh.
this one is? So I reckon you do all of these in order, right? So
Right.
you're going to go through. You get the standard whiskey one. Then you get in the blue, like watery one. Then
Yeah.
you get in lightning. Then you get in the spice. And you're going through it. And then
Oh
to
my
finish it
God.
off, you
Cool
get in
it off.
peppermint schnapps, which cleanses your palate. So you got nice breath at the end of it all.
Unbelievable.
Whoever created this, you like
You're sitting
the
on millions.
the evolution of shots.
That would be such a good Christmas present for someone. Imagine it all just like all ready to go, a nice packaging. Yeah, we've got a business idea
We
here.
do.
Els, we
We'll
do.
have to
Just
steal,
steal
it from
someone else's.
Steal it from whoever else came up with it.
Yeah.
So
Open up shares.
the next drink is from Final Fantasy. Not sure which.
Final Fantasy.
I think it might be Final Fantasy 9. It's my favorite, one of my favorite game franchises.
What's the other one you really like? Really. quickly?
Zelda, Final
No,
Fantasy
no.
7.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
Yeah.
On the way
same
here, I was
creators.
like, I need to tell you about this. I used to play Kingdom Hearts, the Disney version. Is that right? Or is
Kingdom
it
Hearts
Disney?
is Disney. It's Final. It's basically like Final Fantasy mixed with Disney.
Me and my sister loved it.
Love that.
Oh yeah, it was so
I
nostalgic.
I loved Kingdom Hearts. I think they might be making a new one soon.
Okay, well, perfect.
But I just love the fact you could go to all the Disney islands and you
Yeah.
get to replay the Disney story. My
See?
favourite thing.
Yeah, shout out. Okay.
Shout out to Kingdom Hearts.
Hearts.
So this one is Tonberry, who is from Final Fantasy. I'll show you the picture. He's basically like a lizard.
He's in that as well, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's got a knife. He's got a knife in his
He's got a
hands.
knife.
Yeah, as you do. So let's just dissect the ingredients for
Yeah,
this one,
okay.
right? So we've
Yeah.
got Midori, which is melon
green.
liquor. It's actually elaborated, and I think it's the same one that made the drink green before.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
very, we had it in work back in the pub, and it was this massive green thing, and I was like, "Who's drinking that?" It was there for years.
and then we have sour apple pucker. So it's going to have that
Apple sour's kind of vibe.
apple sours,
Yeah.
Mickey Fins. Do you ever drink Mickey Fins?
No, I didn't. What is that?
So they had apple sours or apple schnapps, right? That was like 15 quid.
Right.
Back in the day when I was first going out,
Yeah,
they had
you were
Mickey
like-
Fins, which was like the £4 version from
Cheap and
Tesco.
cheerful,
Cheap and
yeah.
cheerful version. It
Perfect.
was so nice, but it was proper like
Oh, it's like
acidic.
Lamborghini, you know, and you
Yeah.
can tell.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Midori, apple pucker sours, apple sours, and then absinthe.
Yeah, tap out. I can't do that.
Sorry.
Have you ever had absinthe before?
I have.
Yeah.
My friend had brought it back from a holiday once.
Yeah.
And
Was it those little bottles?
in bright red. Like
Yeah.
it was bright red.
Oh.
So me and my friend were going out. This is probably like 10 years ago, and we had one drink of absinthe. Literally one. And if the whole
It's the
night I'm
nervous
there,
laugh.
like it just ruined my night. I'm there and I was so tired. I kind of just felt spaced out.
Yeah.
So anyway, we left it on the side before we left, and my mum's really light sleeper. So like normally she'd wake up and be like, "Oh, how was your night?" But
Yeah.
anyway, this one night, nothing.
Where's mum?
Dead silent. And then the next morning, she woke up and she was like, "Oh, how was your night?" She was like, "I had some of that lovely red drink that you put on the side." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "I had some of that lovely red drink and then I fell asleep and I didn't wake up till this morning." I was like, "Mum, that was absinthe." That's probably why you didn't wake up.
Just a little tipple before
Yeah.
the absinthe. That is unbelievable.
How many percent is it? Is it? It's not 70
It's
or
over
something.
50. It's something crazy. And it's like, so, yeah, it's ridiculous. They need to calm down, don't they?
They need to calm down.
Settle down,
sure.
guys. We're going to die.
Then also, this is just, I don't know why this is all about alcohol.
No, it's
I just
hard.
know
It's
that
what
you
happens.
love it.
It follows me
And
around.
I like talking about it as well, but
Yeah.
also drink responsibly, anyone that's
Yes,
watching.
please. Yes, to all the mums in my comments. Love
Yeah.
you guys.
So
Understandable.
there's a few games, like video games, that you can get, your character can get drunk in.
GTA.
GTA
Yeah.
is the first one I want to start for, because GTA 5 you can get drunk now.
My stream love it. They're like, go get a shot. And I'm like, it's so hard to play when it's just
It
like...
is so annoying.
Yeah.
And so you can get, if you own a club, you can obviously drink at your club.
Yeah.
If you don't, you could buy shots. But if you have an apartment, I'm just there like backing the wine
Oh,
and the
you
shots.
can, yeah.
You can get drunk in your apartment, but then you have to drive afterwards. And it's so
hard.
annoying. Have you ever blacked out? Because I think you can black out and you wake up in random...
I haven't.
area of the
I
map.
thought you meant in general. I was like, what? I was
Well.
no, I haven't on GTA. No,
I heard
No.
that you can. I've never done it myself.
I
but
was like, it's too annoying because especially when you're streaming, you've got to sit there and just wait for it to end, and it's like, guys,
Yeah.
how's your day?
How's your day going? I'm just trying to drive and
It's
crashing
funny,
into
though.
everything.
GTA is mad. I never really played it before, and then I went on the what's the one where everyone's there online,
Yes.
and I was getting like stream sniped. Is that what it's called? When
They all just come into
they all
your...
come in,
Yeah,
and
that
it
happens
was
to
like
me.
someone hacked it. There was like meteor things falling from the sky.
Stop.
It was unbelievable.
I've never had that before.
We were crying. It was so funny.
I did one video, where I got my subscribers into a lobby.
Oh yeah, no.
And it was just awful.
Oh,
And there was a
boys.
trend. There was a trend during lockdown. It was green versus purple alien suits. So everyone was
Right.
dressed in alien suits, and the whole thing was like half of us were going to be purple,
Right.
half of us were green, and then I was just myself.
Yeah.
It's still on YouTube now. That entire video is me literally taking one step forward and someone kills me, and then I respawn, and then
Just
I'll
a
literally be like,
headache.
boom,
Bang.
and it's honestly carnage. And then there's one point where we were in my nightclub, because obviously you can't kill me in my nightclub.
Yeah,
so I went
yeah.
into my nightclub, and then just have a swarm of aliens around me because they all kept following me. It was good
class,
times.
though. It's so
That's
funny
peak
when,
lockdown.
Like,
That
yeah, it is peak lockdown. You're like, this is so fun.
yeah.
It's like when you're just walking and suddenly it's not just like you've been shot. It's like you've been blown up. Do you, like, I bet that's what they were
Obliterated,
doing.
and your vehicle as well.
Horrendous. And it's like, why?
What was
And
the
then you
what was
wake
the
back up and it
reason?
happens again. God, imagine. Long day out.
There's another game that you can get drunk in called Sea of Thieves, which is pirate. I've not actually played it, but it's
Okay.
like, I think you're on a pirate ship.
Nice.
You can get drunk. You kind of have the similar characteristics to if you got drunk in GTA. So
Yeah.
it makes it harder to control the character. You get blurred vision.
So funny.
But on this one, you can even be sick, which I quite like the added element to it.
I love that.
So you can be sick, and then I think you can put it in a bucket and stuff. But like if you're like at rough sea or drunk, obviously the bucket's gonna
Oh God, what a mess.
spill the sick as you go around.
I love that they sat around a meeting room and were like, let's just add an element of drinking.
I would love to be a fly on the wall in some developer meetings.
Imagine.
Like, who thinks of this stuff? Like,
Excuse me.
obviously GTA we know is just like everything you could think of in a game.
It's like unbelievable.
But who made the decision? Because I remember GTA San Andreas when you can. There's some cheats, right? And I always talk about this cheat. I don't know why it was comes to my head. I love a cheat. There is one cheat where you can. Basically, everyone just runs around with like sex toys and just waving them around
what?
their head.
Really?
Yeah, so literally you put the cheat in and suddenly everyone just changes into like, they're just really random, just
I
running
love
around.
that you
with,
know
like,
that one. That's so funny.
and I'm
well,
like,
if there's a
who
cheat, I'm
sat
gonna-
down in the boardroom
And
and
they
was
were
like,
like,
do you know what? It's a great idea.
That is
this cheat.
so funny, actually, isn't it? When you think about it, it's probably like all like older people as well. When is the new one coming out? Do we know?
I think they were saying 2026 or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
that's gonna be mad. Because
Well,
this one's already so good for what like the. when
yeah,
the
it's
time
been
came out.
around for nearly 10 years.
That's
It's been nearly 10
mad.
years since
It's
GTA
so
5.
clever.
It's because
The whole
online.
map.
It's because of online. So in Cyberpunk...
Sorry, Els, I'm
It's all right.
coughing.
You okay?
Yeah.
Do you want a water?
No, I'm all good, mate.
Okay.
Thank you.
In Cyberpunk 2077, which is...
I've heard of this one. I'm not too big on the game, so some of them I
It's
don't
kind of like a
know.
modern... It's 2077, so it's...
It's quite modern.
Everyone's got like chips in their... I don't know.
Oh.
It's kind of like post-apocalyptic type stuff.
Right.
Anyway, this is actually really clever because you can have the usual effects like we just talked about, blur vision, etc. But you can use alcohol to influence other characters in the game.
Oh,
So you can
hello.
give them drinks and make them drunk to influence the decisions that they would make in
That
like
is really like
missions and stuff.
that's creepy,
I
but
know.
I like it.
You can also
spike the characters.
I just go around making everyone drunk.
Yeah, have that.
You can also turn down alcohol yourself. So if someone asked you, like, do you want a drink? You could turn it down.
I couldn't do it.
Dr. Alex, have you seen Dr. Alex's TikTok? He'd love that. Do you know what? He is the cutest person in the whole world.
Sweet.
And I loved his TikTok where he was like, someone asks you for alcohol, just say no.
Just say no. Here's an
It's that
example.
easy. Yeah, it's just that easy.
He's like, no, thank you.
No, thank you. And then the other
Bless
person's like, okay,
Okay.
really consider that. And in reality, it's like, if you say you don't drink,
Oh,
like, why don't you
three
drink?
shots in front of you.
Why are you not
already.
drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to explain to a drunk person that you don't want to drink that night, it doesn't happen. And I'm awful for that. And I'm trying to learn.
Are
If
you the
someone
one?
says to me, we're only having one tonight, I'm like,
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You see it as a
so
challenge.
bad.
I'm always the one that's like, I've got work tomorrow, I'm not drinking. They're like, what time do you start work? That doesn't matter because
Yeah,
if I'm
no.
hungover, I am hungover
the whole day. Honest to God. I went out with I'm Alex last night. Went to Wetherspoons, thought, yeah, cool. A couple of us there.
As you do.
And I was like, I hadn't eaten, so I was like, I gotta go. I was like, I got Els the Witch podcast tomorrow.
You could have come
But
out
it was
hungover.
just, it just goes to your head and you're like, I can't be doing this right now. Yeah, no, I did say, that was the first time in a while I was like, gotta call it off, boys. I'm going home. Going home.
Priorities. I love that.
Yeah.
In The Sims 4, you can drink. It's called juice. You know how they call sex woohoo?
I love that.
It's called juice.
Yeah.
in The
Did you
Sims.
think you were class when you were younger being like, my parents don't know, but my Sims just had woohoo?
Woohoo.
I didn't even know what it was. I was like, what is this?
Did you not? I was like,
When I first had the Sims, I just remember my sister being like, that's really naughty. And I was like, what is that? What do you mean?
woohoo. Yeah, because
So
I remember
funny.
I started playing when The Sims 1 came out.
Right.
And they didn't woohoo in The Sims 1. It's just like if you kissed enough times, you'd have a baby. And the baby would just appear
Makes
in a
sense.
pram and
Yeah.
stay there forever. But then The Sims 2 came about, and that's when you could woohoo. And I was like, what
Imagine
is
that
this?
conversation. They were like, shall we? Yeah.
My parents didn't know what was going on in my games.
No.
At all. I remember one time I was really young, but I was playing Silent Hill. And my
Right.
mum walked in the room, and I was like killing zombies and stuff. And she was like,
She's like,
she looked at me and she was
Hello,
like,
love.
what's this game? And I was
Oh,
like, you
no.
bought it for me. She was like, well, I didn't realise it was about I'd just be like, yeah, it's
Oh
a really
my
nice game, Mum, but I
God.
need your permission. Because in game, if it was an 18, you had to
It
have your
was so
parents
bad,
buy
wasn't
it.
it? Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, Mum, can you just buy this game for me? And she just, bless her, she had no idea.
She's like, yeah.
I'm just
whatever.
buying like Silent Hill horror games.
I remember like, what was it? Assassin's Creed, Red Dead Redemption. Like, I wanted to impress the boys so much that I was like, yeah, Mum, it's fine. I'll get this game. My dad was fuming. I was only like 14.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, come on, it's an 18. Was it an 18? No, 16.
what, Assassin's Creed?
And Red Dead, I don't know. I think they were
I'm
like,
sure Assassin's
at the
Creed's
time,
high
I thought
up.
they were a lot older than they were. It's like, I'm so cool to get all these.
My mum tried to ban me from playing San Andreas when I was younger.
Really?
Because the BBC done a documentary on it.
Yeah.
And obviously the
strip
parents
clubs
watched
and
that.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
of
then she
course.
saw it and was like, no. So I used to go to my
no.
friend's house and play it instead. She had no idea.
Sorry, Mum, if you're watching.
Right, so we play this game where we compare different gaming consoles to things. So we've done
Okay.
like so if a PlayStation 4 was a YouTuber, or if an Xbox was a packet of crisps.
Right.
But we're
okay.
gonna do just because we're talking about drinking for a whole hour. Beverages.
So bad, isn't it? Every podcast I come on, it's like drinking, and I'm like, that's so awful.
That is defines you. But we're
What a
blending it
terrible
with
niche.
gaming, so it's gaming
Yeah, exactly.
and drinking.
Gaming and drinking. Love it. Okay, so drinks.
Let's
What are we-
let's start with the PS1.
PS1,
The first
okay, so-
PlayStation, a classic.
Okay, classic. That's going to be a Stella.
Stella Artois.
Straight away.
Love that.
It has to be. Well, or a Carlin, because it's always been there. You remember it from when you were a kid.
Yes.
Your dad was getting a pint of that. I can picture the glass right now.
Mm-hmm. Carling.
An OG.
Is
Yeah.
Carlsberg's different, right? I'm so bad
Yeah,
with things like
it
that.
is,
If
it
Carlsberg did games consoles.
Yeah, there we go. I think
Okay.
that's a good answer.
Next one is let's do the Nintendo Game Boy.
Which one's this?
So this was like old. Would have Pokemon on
Was
it.
it the like, it didn't flip up?
The flip
the
up
Game
one.
Boy. Oh my God, the square, obviously.
little square.
Ooh. Have we got one here? No.
No,
Oh,
I do have
no.
like a similar one in my bag, but it's not a real
Oh, the
Game
Game
Boy.
Boy. I remember like Peter Pan on there. Do you remember that game? What else was on there? Lion King. I had all the Disney ones. I even had The Sims on there. Oh my God.
What, your Game Boy? What Game Boy were you playing?
Oh, the Nintendo DS. Was it? I can't remember. But
DS or Advance? There was a Game Boy Advance.
it might have been. And it was The Sims, right? Where there was like Tumbleweed and the alien came down. Do you remember that in the
That was The
desert?
Sims 2.
Unbelievable.
I think it would have been the DS,
And
I
there
guess.
was like a rat downstairs in a basement.
Yeah, I think
That's some drugs, that was. Okay, so anyway, Game Boy. Retro. Oh, God, what would you even say for this one?
I would go with just like a classic cocktail, I reckon.
Yeah, like a Sex on the Beach.
Sex on the Beach.
Everyone loves it.
Everyone does.
You bring it out and you go, everyone's like, let me have a look at that.
Yeah, or a woo-woo. They're like, I feel like Sex on the Beach and Strawberry Woohoos is just the same drink, one in one.
Classic.
Okay, classic there.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go for a new one.
Yeah.
We'll do PS5.
PS5. Okay, this is going to have to be something... One thing about drinks, they never bring out new ones, do they? I feel.
I swear there's always different, like...
concoctions.
Crazes.
I'm thinking a bit of like a tequila rose, because that's quite new.
Tequila rosé.
Yeah.
That's
Slick.
a good one. There's always like trends, so I feel like tequila and pineapple at the moment is a trend.
Tequila and pineapple.
My friends like it.
Do you know some people drink? Oh my gosh, who was it that told me to drink it? Tequila and soda water. I know, like Dua Lipa and people like that are known to drink that.
Okay.
But how ridiculous!
That just tastes
You're
like...
gonna die with that. Sure.
It's just giving me a headache.
The bubbles. Oh no.
Let's do one last one. Let's do the Xbox 360.
Oh, classic. That's also
Classic.
like childhood, isn't it? But Xbox 360. I'm gonna go with. What's like a green drink that I'm trying to think right now. I can see it.
The green one that people drink at uni.
Maybe apple sours.
Apple sours. I thought there was this like monster drink that everyone used to drink at my uni.
Oh.
And there was like a pint mixed with something else and something else.
Oh my god. Uni's filthy, innit? The stuff you see. Ugh.
In Manchester, there was the student halls on our campus. There's a place called the Tower, and one of the drinking games was you do a drink every floor of the tower. And I swear it was like 15 floors or something. So by the time people get to the top,
they're not coming back down.
And the lifts apparently were disgusting.
Oh,
be sick and stuff.
Oh my god, that's class.
I know.
I'm going to go with apple sours just because it's the green vibe.
Love that.
People love it.
Classic.
Oh.
If you could play one video game for the rest of your life,
oh my god,
what would you play?
Oh, I've got an answer, but you can't judge me because I've got
no judgment here.
It's terribly embarrassing, but it's become a meme for me and like all my viewers. Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
You just play Fortnite for the rest of your life?
Lockdown. I just inject that into me for the rest of my life. It's unbelievable. It keeps changing.
Yeah, it does, to be fair.
I think it's so good. And like I think it was Talia I was talking to, and she was like, "You play Fortnite?" And I was like, "It's not a good thing. It's not something to brag about."
Yeah, but she's really into Overwatch. I think it's Overwatch Charlie plays.
Oh, what's the one? The new one where you go around those rooms and you're all in a team. It's like Overwatch. Oh, never gonna get it. No, I don't know.
I don't know, but I know that she. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to annoy me. But yeah, no, Fortnite. That's so bad.
Fortnite.
And
Are you good?
Do you know why? I'm all right. It's because everyone on there is about in between the ages of 5 and 15.
Yeah, we say that, but a 10-year-old blew me off a cliff in Fortnite once.
It's when they're...
There's two French boys.
It's when their name is like 2015.
Like I've finished school by then, so...
Yeah. And you're like... Okay.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's a class game. But also, if I could go back and play something forever, like with the graphics being as good as they were back in the day, Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh, but I can't believe we've not spoke about this yet.
I love it so much.
You know, I got it. You know, I bought it from...
Did you?
I bought it online because I got my PlayStation 2.
Oh my god.
And I did a video recently of me playing.
Did you? I didn't see that. Oh, I'm going to have to watch that.
The only thing I would say, though, is if you have a big TV, just get a small one. Because the way
sides.
I felt so motion sick afterwards because the graphics are so pixelated.
Yeah.
But it is so good
If they could redo the graphics, because at the time that was peak
I think the graphics are still okay now. They haven't aged like terribly.
I was worried to have a look just to be... I'd be like, oh, it wasn't as good as I thought.
No, you should definitely play it. It's so fun.
Because I remember the old Spider-Man game.
On PlayStation 2 as well.
Peak of that
whole era of PlayStation 2 games. That was GTA San Andreas, Simpsons Hit and Run, Spider-Man, of these graphics. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, unbelievable. And like, they brought out a new Spider-Man now, so it's almost like, I'm like, it's never changed. This is how good it was back in the day.
This is how it's so weird, isn't it?
Remember it.
This is how I remember it. I used to play, this is on PlayStation 1, The Italian Job.
Right.
And you could go around London in a Mini, And I thought the graphics were amazing. Like to me, it looked like real London. Now, if you look back, it's like you can't
Minecraft.
Yeah, it looks like Minecraft. But now when they optimize graphics, I'm like, this is how I thought in my head it looked like all along.
Isn't that weird? So like in the future, they're going to be, of course, they're going to be even better.
They will be, but I just feel like we're at a point now where it looks so good anyway.
It's freaky.
How do they...
Have you done the VR stuff? I find that.
Yeah, I have done boxing in VR and literally
you did? I saw that.
do it, and there's someone running at your head and punching like your head, and it really messes with your brain because it's like they're taking a swing at your head.
And does
you're
it vibrate? Or does
it doesn't. The like hand controllers will, but
okay.
Yeah, it's so cool though. I did the Beat Saber as well. Which is so, it's kind of like Guitar Hero, but you dance, and it's kind of like you got two lightsabers.
That's
and you
fun.
go to ch.
Love it.
Love that.
I won't recommend the horror ones though. They're terrifying.
I did a horror one as well.
Because you feel like you can't take it off. But as soon as you take it off, you're like, oh, I'm back in my living room.
I genuinely was shaken.
Terrifying. Because you feel like you're there.
Yeah, I did it, and I was there, like, and I was taking off, and I was like, oh. I do love a horror game, though. So.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me. I'm so jumpy. It's awful.
I think we should design your ideal game.
Yes.
This is something I get people to do. So if you had all the resources in the world, the best developers in the world, what game would you create? First of all, what genre would it be?
It would be a GTA style. What's that called? What genre is that? You know, like when you can like be a person walking around somewhere, which is most games, but like
it's kind of like free open world role play game.
Yeah, I'd have that, but it would be, and this is gonna sound so funny, it would be all the YouTubers in London
in a game.
It'd be crazy, and they'd all be in the but it'd be you could do anything. Like I can imagine. I don't know. What can I add to that?
So what is the concept? What's the aim of the game?
So you can pick whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
That'd be quite good,
the protagonist.
Actually. Yeah, I would be, who would I be?
I'd be Lauren.
Lauren Lexus,
yeah. Love it. I just want to live in her world.
She is unbelievable.
I know.
Oh my God. I'd have to be I'm Alex for the day just to see what's going on in his head. And it's like, imagine you could like change the wardrobe, but his clothes just stay the same. His little Louis Vuitton jacket. And you could just, it'd be like GTA basically. Go and kill everyone.
Just go around and kill all the other YouTubers.
All the other YouTubers. And then the scandals come out.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, you've been cancelled. Instead of wasted, it just says cancelled.
Maybe the concept is to just like survive being a YouTuber.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Navigate it. Oh my God. Okay, so you could be running around, but you get all the trolls, and they'll be in the street,
and they're actually like,
and then you can hit. They're throwing the insults. Like, you know, when you're in GTA and you're walking around, you can hear people having conversations. Yeah. But it'll be like hate comments. So they're saying all the hate comments.
Oh my God, you'd be depressed, wouldn't you?
Like, what's she done to her face? That's what everyone tells me. In my comments at the moment, like, I'm literally just getting older, so probably that's what.
What have I done to my face?
The aging process.
Shut up. They say anything, don't they?
Yeah.
But I know what we could do is you have to be liked. So there's like a bar.
The Black Mirror episode.
Yes, yeah. And there's a bar, and like when you go outside, it's either people running up to you, like ambushing you because you're so like, you're hated, and they're literally pitchforks.
I love that.
Write this down, guys.
Copyright it.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, because remember the Black Mirror episode was when you all interact, and every interaction you have, you get rated afterwards. Yeah. So it's kind of like that, but also in GTA you have you have a level of respect that you have to gain as you do more tasks. And like the police
thing with the 5 stars. Okay, interesting.
It's a good game. I really like that.
Oh my God, I'm so into it.
I like that. It could be an online, I think, as well. It should be online.
Oh my God, imagine.
You'd actually get real players.
Class. Okay, I'm there. As long as they make me look nice in the game, then I'm fine.
Yeah, like do good graphics and let me voice my own actor. Oh, I'd love that. I've always wanted to do a voiceover of a game character.
Yeah, that would be cool, to be fair. Who would you do if you could do anyone?
I'd probably like want Princess Peach or something like that. You know, when you could do like the really sweet voice.
Like, they'd probably put me down as like Bowser or something.
I know.
This like Welsh accent. Oh, sad.
Bless.
Yeah, that'd be class. Oh, well, sick.
That's my favourite game that someone's designed so far. I do enjoy it.
I win.
You win the whole competition.
In your face. Trying to think of Cal Freezy.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. This has been so fun.
It has been great. We need to play The Sims together at some point.
Yes, and we also need to play the new YouTube game. Coming soon. Guys, coming soon.
Coming soon. You
Probably
can be I am Alex and I'll be Lauren.
Oh my God,
What
yeah.
time to be live.
We could do Sidemen Tinder on the game.
We could reenact
time,
all
like,
that.
you could just be like, poof.
Yeah, this time if Stephen tries, because I've been sounding I've got a pancake card.
Just get out bat. Amazing.
Good
All
times. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Everyone, if you don't already know, you can find Bambino Becky everywhere.
Everywhere.
You're everywhere.
Oh,
Literally.
God, don't stop.
Viral.
Just like a bad smell.
Lingering.
All right.
Amazing. Well, thank you everyone for listening, and I will be back very soon. This has been the Citizen Game Podcast.
Woo!